Let's now go across to Ankit as well. And Ankit, now the action is going to shift to Delhi. There's going to be a meeting of the Congress brass today evening, and then perhaps even summons over to you.
As you said, Gargi, it is a day of fast-paced developments which are taking place here in the Congress headquarters, the Indira Bhavan, which is right behind me. There is a press conference which in a short while from now, which of course the focus is on Bihar, at least that press conference is concerned. But a lot is happening when it comes to Karnataka. Not only what Deepak was telling us, the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's son speaking there. There have been MLAs who have been shuttling from Delhi back to Bengaluru. And now with all those talks, the Congress President, Mr. Kharge, coming out and saying that he is going to speak to both Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister, and Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar. Just to rewind, I want to take you back to, in fact, when the elections of Karnataka took place in 2022. And it took more than a week for the Congress party to decide on who is going to be the Chief Minister and the formula for Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister. I remember we were continuously reporting about this from outside the Congress party, headquarters here at that point of time as well. And this whole formula of two and a half years, that remains the bone of contention. And that is why you are seeing, as soon as the anniversary has happened of the first 2.5 years of the Congress government here in Karnataka, the murmurs of DK Shivakumar and, of course, the whole, show of strength which is going on as far as Karnataka is concerned. Interestingly, in the evening today, we have been told that there is going to be, some sort of meeting. And in that meeting, the Congress top brass is going to be present. That includes Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge. Priyanka Gandhi is also expected to be part of this, along with Randeep Surjewala, who is the General Secretary in charge of Karnataka, and KC Venugopal, the General Secretary in charge of the organization in the state. Now, this meeting is going to decide what the next few steps, as far as this entire crisis is going to take place, are going to be. Now, interestingly, DK Shivakumar, who has been very smartly so far been saying that, the High Command will decide. It is going to be the High Command's decision, and we are all together as far as the governance of Karnataka is concerned. The way he has been posturing has been giving signs to many of the leaders in Karnataka that, of course, there is something brewing behind the scenes, while on the front he possesses a united face as far as the Congress party is concerned. DK Shivakumar, in fact, made a U-turn and denied posting the word power in a post that he had put out. He had posted, and I'm quoting that here, keeping one word is the greatest strength, and now he hasn't posted anything. So, a lot is being said and then, of course, unsaid as we are going through this. Now, what is happening, as far as the situation is concerned, once the MLAs, those who support DK Shivakumar, came to Karnataka, there is some sort of at least consolidation of the MLAs, those who support Siddaramaiah as well. Now, it is a wait-and-watch game that the camp Siddaramaiah is playing as we speak. Sources are telling us that they are ready to act if the High Command indicates change of power, and Siddaramaiah-supported MLAs are going to also play the pressure game when it comes to the top brass of the Congress party. Meanwhile, while we are talking about what's going on, what will happen in the evening as well. Importantly, while Bihar, the drubbing of the Congress party is something that is on the agenda, but on the top of the mind for every leader at this moment is what happens in Karnataka after President of Congress party, Mr. Kharge, has said he is going to speak to both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar to sort out this problem. Let's listen in to some reactions.
ये देखिए, मैं इन सबको बुला के चर्चा करता हूँ। उस चर्चे में राहुल गांधी भी रहेंगे और मेरे हमारे दूसरे मेंबर्स भी रहेंगे, सीएम भी रहेंगे और हमारे डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर रहेंगे, तो इन सबको बुला के चर्चा करने के बाद निर्णय होगा। हाई कमांड बोले तो टीम है, अकेला नहीं रहता, टीम है। जब हमारी पूरे हाई कमांड की टीम बैठ के चर्चा करके निर्णय लेगा।
Far, High Command has not called me. If they call me, I will definitely move to the Delhi. I have not posted anything. ಒಟ್ಟು ಮಾತು ವಿಚಾರ ಯಾವುದು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. I have not posted anything. I have not posted anything. ಒಟ್ಟು ಮಾತು ವಿಚಾರ ಯಾವುದು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. I have not posted anything.
Let's break this. Right. So while there is, that wait and watch approach which has been adopted by the Chief Minister's camp, we will also get in the latest from Bengaluru, because now the struggle for Bengaluru is also being playing out here in the national capital. Important to know here is that this is not the first time the 2.5-year formula has become a bone of contention in politics, whether it's Ashok Gehlot or Sachin Pilot in the last term of the Congress party in Rajasthan, or the 2.5-year formula that became the bone of contention, the breaking of the Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. Now the 2.5 formula, is that something that becomes the big, in fact, talking point, a big point of crisis for the Congress party in Karnataka? That we will have to wait and see. But important to note is what both the camps, whether it's DK Shivakumar or Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, what is it that they are seeking and hoping that the central leadership is going to do? Let me very quickly go across to my colleague Gargi to give you a sense, ladies and gentlemen, of what both these camps are angling and hoping for.
That's right, Ankit. So let's take a look at what Deputy Chief Minister DKS wants and what it is that Siddaramaiah wants. First, let's talk about DK Shivakumar, who feels he's owed that transition, and he wants a clear transition plan agreed upon when the High Command meets, that it should be spelt out very clearly, a clear message also to Siddaramaiah that he has to step down. Sidhu's agreement to allow a smooth transition, because that's very important. Remember, Siddaramaiah still enjoys support of a majority of the MLAs, support of leaders like Satish Jarkeholi and other known DKS baiters, and these MLAs and ministers are known to be very close. Satish Jarkeholi is known to be very close to Siddaramaiah. He also knows that Siddaramaiah has support of MLAs and needs a categorical support from the High Command. So there is no doubt, there is no sort of confusion when the transition happens, that he is the one who the High Command is supporting. So that is what DK Shivakumar wants. Now, what does Chief Minister Siddaramaiah want? He wants this decision on the transition postponed till after the budget, because not just the winter session of Parliament is beginning on the 1st of December, but on the 8th of December, you have the Assembly session beginning there in Karnataka. Siddaramaiah wants an end, these optics of uncertainty till he is Chief Minister. He wants, to continue as the Chief Minister without any of these doubts, any of this confusion continuing. A clear message from Rahul Gandhi reiterating his position, because, still it is the Gandhis that hold the key in the Congress party. Also, a cabinet reshuffle to reiterate his authority till he is Chief Minister. He has the support of MLAs, unlikely to let go of power easily is the reason perhaps that this is going on as long as it is this crisis. Siddaramaiah also wants to hold a record for longest serving Karnataka Chief Minister. He may agree for a transition only closer, I beg your pardon, to the end of his term. So he wants to stay on as Chief Minister for as long as he possibly can. Now, of course, the news that DKS and Siddaramaiah both may be summoned tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow, to Delhi to meet with the High Command. Back to you, Ankit.
Right. So while Gargi was giving us that sense of what both the sides, the pressure tactics, the angling, and what they are hoping for, let me very quickly tell you, Mr. Kharge, while he said that he will summon both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah to Delhi, so far sources in the Chief Minister's office and the Deputy Chief Minister's office are telling NDTV that both of them have not been summoned for any meeting to the national capital. It's a absolute drama that is playing out on the edge of the seat are the people of Karnataka and the MLAs of both camps. But at least at this moment, what we know is that neither the Chief Minister or the Deputy Chief Minister so far has been called for a meeting with the High Command in Delhi. Remember, this had happened a few months back as well when both of them were here. At that point of time, it was said it's just a routine meeting. The media is in fact fueling these speculations. But one fact remains very, very clear, ladies and gentlemen. There have been MLAs supporting either side, those who have continuously been making some comments, some in fact signaling that in fact has only gotten this entire story rolling in despite all those denials as far as the top leadership of the Congress party is concerned. Deepak, my colleague, is with us tracking minute by minute developments. Deepak, as I've been saying, it's a fast-paced thriller which is unfolding in Karnataka. Your sources telling you that though the president of the Congress party has said he's going to meet both of them at this moment, till about 3:15 at this moment, neither the Chief Minister nor the Deputy Chief Minister have been summoned.
Yes, there was some speculation that they've already received calls. I have, in fact, confirmed from the Chief Minister's office and the Deputy Chief Minister's office. They have not received any sort of calls at the moment. They're also, of course, right now seated inside the cabinet. Well, one can only wonder how things are going. This is a cabinet meeting. Usually there are multiple agendas pertaining to the state that are discussed here. Does any of the ministers who are sitting inside, are they really able to concentrate on development? Are they able to concentrate on things to do for the state, for the people? That's the bigger question, because the focus here seems to be how to, build a narrative, how to counter that narrative, who's going to become the Chief Minister, who is going to be prevented from becoming the Chief Minister, and what the High Command is going to decide. Why is the High Command taking so long, keeping this ambiguity going is the larger question. Don't they have a solution in sight? Do they want to really depend on, how things play out in the state of Karnataka and probably an opening from that to really decide now? Because if there was a 2.5-year mark decision that was already taken by the High Command, then before the 20th of November, we should have seen a decision that was taken, or at least, conversations that should have started, back channel conversations in particular with the Chief Minister of Karnataka, that there should be a smooth transition that should be allowed. When that didn't happen, it was very clear that the High Command is in no mood to make any sort of immediate transition. And how much of a role did the Bihar election really have to this entire scenario is another question, because they had a massive setback there. And now to really replace a Chief Minister in one of the major prominent states that they are in power, because there are not many states in the country that the Congress enjoys power, and Karnataka is a very important state. They have about 138 MLAs. So for them to really have a situation where they, do not have clarity as to how to deal with this leadership tussle is not going to fare too well. They have messed up in the past when it comes to dealing with what happened in Punjab, what happened in Maharashtra, what happened in Madhya Pradesh. So they do not want another situation similar to that in Karnataka. We'll really have to see how soon will the High Command really make that call, say, come to Delhi, let's resolve this and find a solution ahead.
Yes. Deepak, stay on with me. I just want to also introduce our colleague Aishwarya, who has been tracking developments inside the Congress headquarters here in the national capital. And I also want to reiterate, ladies and gentlemen, if it's already not clear on you, NDTV is tracking this big story from Bengaluru to Delhi. We have a battery of our colleagues present everywhere to try and get the latest information, all authentic, checked, and then only then being broadcasted here on the broadcast. Deepak, one question to you before I get some drama from Delhi as well. Very quickly, tell me one thing. Yatendra had, like you were earlier speaking to Gargi, he has come, Siddaramaiah's son, I beg your pardon, has come out and supported his father, obviously so. But is there a sense, like you said, a cabinet meeting is going on, that more than the governance of Karnataka, right now everybody is in a watch and vote, wait and watch mode. Whether it's the DK Shivakumar camp MLAs or the MLAs, those who are supporting Siddaramaiah.
Well, for Mr. Siddaramaiah supporters, it is definitely wait and watch because he's already now sitting in a comfortable position. He's the Chief Minister. The High Command really hasn't openly said that they're going to make a change. So for them, it's wait and watch. But as far as Mr. DK Shivakumar's camp is concerned, for them, they are right now eager to have DK Shivakumar at the helm of affairs because the 2.5-year period has gotten over. For the High Command to really take a decision and make an open statement, that hasn't really come by. So the pressure building from their end, of course, is only intensifying with each passing day. We have their leaders who are making their way to Delhi. They are knocking at the doors of the High Command. We have seers now who are openly saying, well, there was a promise that was made to the Wakkalika communities, one of the most dominant communities in the state of Karnataka in terms of population. And then after that promise was made, now to not live up to that promise is not the right way forward, is an indicator that a seer himself has gone on to say. That was countered by a few seers. Now we have meetings that are happening with MLAs by ministers, then we have ministers sitting together with the Chief Minister. So hectic parlays politically really that's playing out in the state of Karnataka. Very soon we're expecting the Chief Minister, of course, to make his way out. I'm looking at some activity that's happening behind me now here at the legislative, at the Karnataka, Vidhan Sauda. So we'll really have to see when the Chief Minister comes out whether he will be able to give us any more details. But predominantly, he's stepping out of a cabinet meeting right now. So he would probably, not prefer speaking more about the political situation that's unfolding in Karnataka. But is there governance even to speak about with all of this happening is a larger question.
I'm sure the Chief Minister will play it cool. Why would he want to, in fact, give out any signals of him being impacted, at least for in front of the media when he comes out? But Deepak is there. He'll try and get us a reaction from the Chief Minister as well. Let me very quickly go back to my colleague Gargi just to give you a sense. Who are the big players? Because, right from the politicians, right from Siddaramaiah-DK Shivakumar, now there are seers, Wakkalika seers, opposing religious gurus. All of them have jumped into this game of thrones of Karnataka.
That's right, Ankit. So let's take a look at the big players when it comes to this crisis in Karnataka Congress. And first and foremost, of course, you have Mallikarjun Kharge, president of the Congress party himself from Karnataka. Possibly could be eyeing the Chief Minister's post as well. Stranger things have happened in politics. He is someone who's close to DK Shivakumar. And maybe if they find no way through, no sort of solution, could he emerge as a compromise candidate? Then you have Satish Jarkiholi. He's a Siddaramaiah loyalist. We were tracking all those meetings he was holding yesterday. He held a meeting with DK Shivakumar, in fact, day before night. Then he met with the MLAs yesterday, really to get a sense of what they were thinking. He wants to be the state Congress president. Then you have Home Minister G. Parmeshwara, who has said in the past that he has always been in the race for chief ministership, and so he also harbors those ambitions for chief ministership and publicly declaring his aspirations, though his most recent comment has been how if DK Shivakumar is made chief minister, then he will accept it. So is that tacit support for DK Shivakumar? Well, we'll continue to track all those developments as they're taking place, and when and that meeting that will be held later this evening by the Congress High Command. And really, as we've been reporting on this crisis, it has really been extended way longer than comfortable perhaps for any party in governance for the government of Karnataka, and already the BJP has been baiting them and questioning them and saying it's just about power for the Congress party, and governance has really suffered during this time of this crisis and this tug-of-war over the chief minister's chair as this crisis continues. So let's take a look at the governance issues, because there, as Deepak was just reporting that the chief minister is holding a meeting, so he's going on with his work. But really, this crisis is something that has just engulfed the Karnataka government. And what are the issues really that are ongoing? There are potholes and broken roads. We keep hearing from big names in Bengaluru regarding the infrastructure there. Farmer and rural distress also remains a big issue that for the moment is not getting the attention it deserves. Then urban infrastructure mess, that again comes back to this issue of which we keep hearing from Bengaluru, India's Silicon Valley, but full of potholes and traffic jams and lots of issues being faced there. a fund crunch, rising public debt, and this even as the Congress struggles to fulfill the promises it made to the public. Then there is urban and rural water shortage. This is an ongoing issue in Karnataka, deserving, the attention of the government. But for the moment, all this is being ignored as this power tussle continues. Well, let's bring you all the latest now that we are, that we've been able to find out. We've been tracking this story very, very closely, speaking to all our sources there. And Siddaramaiah camp is readying its line of attack against Deputy Chief Minister. In fact, they're going to present friction points to the High Command, as in when Siddaramaiah will be summoned for talks, or MLAs from his camp will be summoned for talks. So one of the criticisms of DK Shivakumar is, his statements seeking leadership change, how the DK's camp MLAs visited Delhi, and also DKS's meet with MLAs in a prison was a bad optics is another point they're going to make to the High Command. Also, how DKS is aggressively moving up political pieces, because that is something that has been seen as DKS has been waiting for that change that he was promised in November after Siddaramaiah completed his 2.5 years as Chief Minister. That is something I remember that we reported on back in 2023 when there was such a delay in announcing the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka. And that time it was understood that there was this sort of a compromise formula that had been arrived at by the Congress party.
All right, I'm being joined at this moment by Mr. Nizam Faujdar, KPCC spokesperson, the Karnataka Pradesh Congress spokesperson, who's joining me on the broadcast. Thank you so much, Mr. Faujdar, for speaking to us here on NDTV. Can I ask you, sir, what is going on at this moment? I'm sure you also will understand, after the party president, Mr. Kharge, says that he's going to summon both the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister and sort out the issue. He underlines that there is an issue, a power struggle for the Chief Minister's post in the Congress party in Karnataka.
Deepak, I don't think so. There is anything else to interpret from the situation. The AICC President, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge Sahab, has made it very clear that he will communicate whatever the decision is going to be made. The Sarkar, the Karnataka Sarkar is in absolute safe hands. Mr. DK Shivakumar is the PCC President and Siddaramaiah-ji is the CM. And I think the Sarkar is going really well. It's serving the people at its best. And I don't think so there is anything else that we need to interpret then until any decision is taken. I don't think so there is any push or any pull in terms of making the decision. The course will take its own time. The High Command will discuss at its highest level, and then we'll make a media announcement. So there is nothing to really get stressed, tensed, or worried about. The Congress party has got one of the best state government in the country, which is serving the people at its best.
Okay, Mr. Faujdar, Ankit Tyagi this side from Delhi, sir. I just wanted to understand from you, while you are saying that there is nothing to worry about and it all will be sorted, but don't you feel, sir, when it comes to optics, a lot of people will question that, there is this perpetual power struggle that we see in the Congress party state after state, whether it was Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia moving out of the Congress party in Madhya Pradesh, breaking that government there. Rajasthan also saw its share of controversy, and same is happening in Karnataka. For political optics, don't you see that Karnataka only adds another chapter to that trouble for the Congress party?
See, DK Shivakumar Sahab is one of the best, the most loyal leaders, and he's always said Congress is in my blood. And I'm a born congressman, I live like a congressman, and I'll die as a congressman. So that statement itself is very loud and clear for the people to speculate or not to speculate on. And what happened in Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan has nothing to do with Karnataka. But today the country needs employment, needs economic upliftment, it needs empowerment to the people across the country. I think these are the important issues that we need to discuss, and how Modi's government has failed to do this. So Karnataka is doing one of the best work. It's got the employment at its surplus. The economy is booming, and everything is going right.
What would you say? What would you say to the BJP, which says that things that you are talking about, the focus is more on the power struggle than on the governance in Karnataka, sir?
Mr. Tyagi, I think we need to really not give any wind to the speculation. The speculations have no place in the Congress party. Both the leaders in the state, including Mr. CM, the Siddaramaiah, as well as Mr. DK Shivakumar, the two tallest leaders in Karnataka, have said very clear the High Command will discuss, will take the decision, and we will abide by it. So the whole case is rested. So we don't really need to speculate or create, and think in different tangents to make some meaning out of it. Both the leaders are very clear. The High Command is very clear. So there is nothing really needs to be discussed about it.
Sir, there is no speculation at all. We are only reporting what we are hearing from you and from your party leaders. If the president of the party says that he will call and sort out the issue, we only want to understand how deep that issue is and the impact of that issue, not only just on Karnataka, but also government, but also on the people of Karnataka. But I appreciate you taking these questions. Thank you so much for joining me at this moment. My colleague Ritu also joins me from Bengaluru. Ritu, give our viewers a sense. While Mr. Fauzdar says that, you know what, this is an internal matter, the president will speak, there is no problem as far as the governance is concerned. Is that so? Are we looking at some sort of MLAs versus MLAs strategy which is playing out? The CM and the deputy CM trying to outwit each other in this game where the governance then, of course, becomes the collateral.
Well, very true. You see, as you rightly pointed out, when we speak about the governance, we've been seeing how that usually we never see this kind of a picture here in Bengaluru, where there's a set of ministers who basically go to CM's residence before coming to the cabinet. They usually meet here, but today you see the scene was very different for us to look into this picture, wherein we did see a set of leaders who actually en route to CM's residence. Now, these are again only those leaders who who are from Siddaramaiah's camp. They have a brief discussion over there about what really is panning out in the state and the whole of this drama that we are seeing that's getting unfolded in the Karnataka, and right after that you see they all start en routing towards the cabinet as well. Now they might be turning down saying that these are only the speculations, but obviously the picture looks very different because you have the AICC chief Mallikarjun Kharge himself clearing the air, saying that he is aware of what's really happening in the state. Now it is with the Rahul Gandhi and the whole of this Gandhi family to take a decision as well. So at an appropriate time is when the senior leaders from the Bengaluru basically will be called to Delhi to discuss this whole of matter and put this to an end. Now, but the important question here, Ankit, for us to try and understand or probably to highlight for our viewers is also that is it DK Shivakumar who would really give up easily right now? Because 2.5 years later, he was also looking for another chance from the High Command side, but this does not seem to be happening for him. Has obviously put down his confidence down as well, because he had remained to be the loyalist for the a loyal leader for the party. We have seen him going to the jail for the sake of party and the party leaders, and have never heard the sentiments of the party leaders.
Yes.
But at this point in time, how that his sentiments will be taken care by the High Command, that needs to be seen.
I remember covering the 2022 election run-up and the campaign, and DK said, loyalty leads to royalty. Is this his time to get that royalty that he has always been speaking about? That is going to be an interesting, thing to try and understand. Very quickly, Aishwarya, my colleague is here. He has been covering the developments in the national capital. Aishwarya, quickly sum it up for me. How crucial is the meeting? Is there a meeting, first of all, going to be in the evening today that is going to discuss the summoning of the leaders or the crisis of Karnataka?
Well, most unlikely, because the top leadership has not informed the members who earlier had been stated by Mr. Kharge that there would be an internal meeting first between the Congress High Command, and later the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister is called. So no meeting as such has been informed officially yet for the Karnataka power tussle. But of course, in the near future, we can expect these leaders to come, as the Congress President himself has stated. Since 15th of this month, we are witnessing many MLAs camping in Delhi, and they are mounting pressure on the High Command. And certainly when Kharge visited Bengaluru, he clearly stated that yes, the High Command will decide, and he's not the alone in the High Command. There's a team, and this team includes Congress President includes also Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi, and they all will sit together and will decide.
Jainendra also covers the Congress party for NDTV. Jainendra, very quickly, tell me one thing. Parliament session से पहले ये हो रहा है, तो इसका असर कम से कम बीजेपी को भी तो मौका मिलेगा ना अब ये बोलने का कि देखिए ये लोग तो हमेशा आपस में ही लड़ते रहते हैं, हमसे तो क्या ही लड़ाई करनी है।
देखिए, समस्या बहुत गंभीर है अंकित, और पार्लियामेंट सेशन ही नहीं, कर्नाटका में भी विधानसभा का सेशन होना है। उसके पहले लीडरशिप को एहसास है कि इस इशू को हमें रिजॉल्व करना है, और जो सोर्सेज हमें बता रहे हैं कि स्थिति बहुत गंभीर है अंदर खाने, और कोई भी पार्टी जो है, चाहे डीके गुट हो या सिद्धरमैया गुट हो, पीछे हटने को तैयार नहीं है। लीडरशिप को बहुत एहसास है कि मामला सीरियस है। इसी वजह से आज इन फॉर्मल मीटिंग तो नहीं है कर्नाटका को लेकर, लेकिन इनफॉर्मली जरूर मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे, राहुल गांधी, वेणुगोपाल मिल सकते हैं। हालांकि जो इंचार्ज हैं कर्नाटका के सुरजेवाला, वो दिल्ली में नहीं है, तो कोई फॉर्मल मीटिंग तो नहीं, लेकिन इसको लेकर के डिलिबरेशन अंदर खाने लीडरशिप की हो रही है। और खुद जब खड़गे कह चुके हैं कि सभी नेताओं को दिल्ली बुलाया जाएगा, तो नेक्स्ट वीक में, बिल्कुल इमीडिएटली नहीं, लेकिन जरूर ही सोनिया गांधी के विदेश से लौटने के बाद ये पहले वीक में, दिसंबर के पहले वीक में इसको रिजॉल्व करना ही पड़ेगा लीडरशिप को, कांग्रेस के।
This is very, very important news that you are hearing here on NDTV. There is not going to be possibly an immediate meeting, but all those things are on the card. It's a serious issue that the Congress party and the leadership, high command here is looking at, and it won't take more than a week for them to try and come to some sort of consensus as far as the matter of Karnataka is concerned.